Power Boot, Hulu getting a Fell Blade, Pokey getting Mana Regen, and Lalonde not picking up anything at the moment. Not sure if that's a mistake or if he's planning to get a big item soon. Maybe trying to rush that Curse 1, knowing him.
Yeah, I mean, boots on Caprice are actually really important. I mean, I've been on the team where got destroyed for running a Caprice that didn't start with boots or any sort of like mobility escape early game, and it's really important for her.
Yeah, that lack of escape early and how squishy she is an issue. I can see picking up boots being a good advantage to mitigate that issue in her kit. Malady getting mana regen, same with Tinder. The Hail picking up a large health regen, and Flat doing the same, and Vex just picking up a Clarity Stone as well. So mostly regen going around on Team C, so they're going to be a little behind on the compared to the power of.
Whoa, hold on. Pokey's playing Moxie, but anyway, looks like Lalonde is once again bot lane to throw that plunder down there to aid Pokey off the bat. But Bish and Pain are down there. He's not playing Hera or Flag or Gokong or Hail.
This is crazy.
So Bish a little preemptive on that Ficky there, and no plunder from Lalonde. They're actually 2v1ing Pokey down there and leaving Hail to solo. Kind of a very interesting decision by them here, especially since I would say Hail isn't really one of the better solo laners, like against.
Yeah, true. And I mean, that might be why Lalonde decided not to strap his plunder down, because he knew it wasn't really going to aid Pokey as much as it would help them in the mid lane. They're going to definitely take advantage of that top lane with the 2v1. I think Moxie is a lot better at handling that situation than Hail.
Yeah, definitely. Just having the range and being able to CS, that's something that's really important, and Hail doesn't have that.
I want to see how Pokey's going to handle this. I haven't seen him play Moxie very often, so it's going to be interesting, especially 2v1. Looks like the mid lane's going to farm their side lane jungle here as they pushed up with Plunder on Tinder there.
Yeah, once again, Team Poop showing a little bit of a demanding early game lead. Pokey actually not really doing too well compared to Hail. Like, it's only about 1 creep difference per minute. So, like, despite being Moxie still can't handle that early push that well.
No, it's the thing is, Moxie's got good push potential, but he definitely needs a few items and a few levels to really clear those waves effectively. Like, leveling the W, you need a few levels on that first.
Enemy missing mid.
Tower is taking a lot of damage up there, so is Pokey's. Caprice, however, roaming down bot lane. And there was a call from mid, we heard it from the character's audio cues. Looks like they're actually not using vocal communication, it seems. Oh, Multitasker getting caught by the stun there, and he's going to be told to retreat basically from that.
Well, it looks like he's going to stick around. Maybe they're expecting him to leave, so he's going to take advantage of this opportunity, coming in with the anchor, missing that slightly. Pokey trying to get some damage down on Vex. They're not going to be able to pick up anything from there. Drops Vicky down to stop that push. Kind of interesting roam from Caprice there. I wouldn't have thought that was going to help him out too much. Lalonde trying to do his best to hold the mid lane as Midnight.
Yeah, I mean, he is Midnight, so he's definitely used to that. But, Caprice, I think, went down and gave him enough breathing room to actually push from his tower, and now that he hit 5, his W will actually be able to clear the wave a bit faster.
There was a pickup on Tinder there, Caprice landing a nice anchor, Lalonde following up with his Q, and then W to slow her down, and Multitasker just auto-attacking her, getting the proc from E to finish her up. And Hooligan getting a frozen screen. Kappa.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of lingering laggy things that can happen sometimes. Game's still in beta, so
How dare they? How dare they lag? So just do a quick recap of the items here. Malady getting a healing rod, first item, which is interesting. I don't see that too much anymore, especially on a character like Malady. I suppose she's going for more of the support role. Tinder picking up a Windrush. Hale just getting a mana regen. They're probably getting an early golden protector. See, that's a common craft for that now. Flak getting the attack speed.
That's
glove.
That's a Thundercaller
That's
craft.
a Thundercaller,
Yeah,
that's
very common craft.
The common craft. Vex picking up an early damp cloak to mitigate some of that Moxie damage. I would have liked to see someone bot there grab a Captain's Crest so they can easily push on him, but I suppose they're not having too much of an issue doing that already. Alex also getting the healing rod. Pokey just picking up a power shard there, probably going to get an arcane emblem with that craft. Caprice just getting her power boots as expected, and a power shard as well. Maybe an early Mystic Dagger or a Pyro Staff. Pretty much anything, it's just there could be anything with the component. Hooligan just getting his further boots, and he has the Fellblade, and Lalonde getting more mana regen and health regen, probably again going for a crafted golden protector.
Yeah, it's pretty standard pickups right now, but the lead right now for Poop, as you were about to say, is very large.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're as far ahead as they are now. Claudessa having huge amounts of GPM. Has he taken... Oh, he's taken Plunder this game.
He is Plunder, and I mean, they've basically had free farm over top lane. I think that was really this like change in the lanes here. Didn't really...
Yeah, they
I don't know, it didn't really help them too much.
I think even Malady probably would have been better soloing on her own with her W, like maxing that W and being able to clear waves easily with that.
Engage on bot lane there. Multitasker came in almost dying to try to kill Bish there, but both teams not losing a member.
Yeah, Multitasker not being 6 yet, so unable to close the gap effectively and get out easily. But once he has that, I'm sure he'll start picking up a few more kills. So do you think this was a mistake for them to run that 2-lane bot, or do you think they just should have sent someone else solo?
Yeah, I definitely agree it was a mistake, because while they did knock Pokey down, they knocked their own member down, and they didn't really even succeed that much bot lane in comparison to the top lane. So I think the real problem came to the fact that they weren't CSing while pushing that well.
Yeah.
So
yeah, true. They were just trying to bring Pokey's tower down and didn't really focus too much on last hitting. As well, Team Poop did really well at rotating to sort of help Pokey out, but no one really did that for Hale top lane. I mean, I know Tinder's there now, but wasn't really much of a rotation. It's more of Tinder just joined that lane as Multitasker is now joined Pokey bot.
Yeah, it was like kind of a soft rotation for Multitasker, but it was enough to like actually let Pokey come from his tower, get that level 5, and really start pushing.
I know, it looks like Leylon's also putting a lot of pressure on the Flak there. Flak not doing a great job of CSing. I mean, as soon as he activates his long range utility, he's just going to get jumped on by Leylon so easily.
Enemy missing bottom.
I was seeing to engage bot lane. I barely caught the end of that. Vex going down. Pain caught in some pain, and he's going to go down as well to Multitasker and Pokey. Like Multitasker did a really good job so far with Caprice here. Good rotations. Really closing out those kills.
I really don't agree with that Malady build. It's interesting to see that he decided to pick up power boots and a healing rod.
My favorite, but
I know you. I was about to say, I know you like power boots. I've seen a few people pick them up. I'm just an advocate for rocket boots. I can't not take rocket boots on Malady. I think they're way too useful. But it's more the healing rod actually that bothers me a little bit. It's not the item I would have chosen to take on her. But
Craft is she running on that double mana with the cooldown reduction. It is an interesting first item. It kind of doesn't give her any damage, and you kind of want early damage.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying, I would have sent Malady on her own. Because even behind, she's still...
Hooligan getting pulled by Coil there. B-set going in. The plant dropped in the bush. Kind of an odd spot for it. Probably could have been dropped a little bit further out, but they will end up disengaging that fight. Not too much poop can move in. Looks like Flack getting dove in mid lane by Priest and Lalonde. Nice pickup for them.
Multitasker was there as well, I think, when he landed the anchor. Once the anchor's landed, like, Lalonde has no problem going in with that Q and cleaning up. Midnight's got such huge amounts of early game attack damage that if he can jump on someone, they're in trouble.
Yeah, they definitely gotta find some sort of way to come back right now. Lalonde getting the pull onto Bish. Yeah, gets the ultimate off onto Bish. Pain trying to pick up Pokey, and he does, but Pain going down, and Bish getting slapped by Lalonde with that lance. However, Lalonde cannot close it out.
Yeah, ran out of mana way too early there, I think. It's as I was saying, like, there with Melody, like, I would have sent her alone because even if she's behind and doesn't have a lot of items, she can still potentially kill people because her base damage on her spells is so high. You saw there Pokey overstepping his boundary a little bit and getting picked with the ultimate and W combo.
Yeah, I probably was not expecting that, but the power boot Malady is what it does. Like, that's what it does. It's just to kill somebody like that. So really nicely traded there, because that's something that they need right now, is any sort of trade. They're very, very behind right now. And now Boldir going down for Team Poop here.
I mean, it was kind of a little bit in Team Poop's favour too, because Lalonde was able to stay and clear that wave and push it up, and Bish did use his ultimate to get back into lane. So that's going to be down for any potential picks or team fights that may be happening elsewhere.
Trying to take that bot lane tower, Pain and Bish. Lalonde doing a great job trying to keep him off, but he's actually out of mana now, and they will finish it off. However, I think to Bish's demise. Oh, nice stun by Pain, going to keep Lalonde off, but now Pain taking a lot of damage here. His ultimate is up. However, as we see here, Midnight, really slow movement speed, cannot catch the characters, but he does land that Q on Bish. We'll finish him off. Pain taking a lot of damage here, and Lalonde's going to hammer him down with the lance. Despite being they could have ran away, but despite despite Midnight's movement speed weakness, Lalonde still closed that gap and got some kills out of it. Midnight's attack damage really shining there.
Yeah, I mean, Vex didn't really have much of an opportunity there. He got hooked under the tower, and yeah, that's pretty much a good night at that much health. But Malady made an interesting choice to come out of tower range to try and kill him with her ultimate, which I don't blame her for doing, trying to clean up with the ultimate, but I don't think she needed to.
She doesn't have enough power right now to really do something like that. Is the real issue.
Look at Lalonde's items. The Common Protector Damp Cloak at this point in the game, he's relatively tanky.
Yeah, he's really beefy right now. He's really been running that sort of build on everybody nowadays. So Multitasker jumping in on Bish there, lands the stun. However, he does get the CC break with his ult, or his shield. And the Lalonde going deep with the pull there. We'll get the finish on the Vex.
Sorry, I was just saying that Pokey was getting caught out in the jungle. Looks like Alex is in the same position he was in now. Pokey nearly finished up Lady Tinder, but wasn't able to close up because of Flag, but he's coming back in now.
Alex a little too tanky for them to take down, and they just have to back up as soon as Moxie shows himself. Over top lane, Hooligan getting some damage in on B-Set there, but B-Set not really wanting to fight that at all. Hooligan trying to dive back in yet again. Oh, B-Set jumping in with his Q. Hooligan getting a really nice sidestep, and the ultimate from B-Set misses. Hooligan will get the kill, and he's going to bound her to safety here. Bishop a little bit late on the Q there, and Hooligan is going to make it away.
That might be the ping coming into play there, because he seemed to land and then take like nearly a whole second to turn around and fire off his little rockets there. So I'm interested to see whether that was ping or just he maybe assumed the first thing was already dead. I don't know.
Yeah, it might have been a bit of a lag spike. It's very possible.
Yeah, it looks like what you said at the start of the game, that maybe Vex is looking to be their tank, picking up a Golden Protector.
Oh, the Lalonde build. No. He is running exactly what Lalonde is running.
But he doesn't have any boots.
Against his religion, but
yeah, probably, yeah, it's probably against his...
never forget that joke someone has said to me, but Multitasker being scouted out by Coil here. But Pain not really realizing it. and going over there to maybe attempt to kill. Ooh, multitasker landing the stun on the Coil, getting a lot of damage off. Milan landing the pull as well, and Coil will go down very fast. Multitasker not taking a ton of damage. He goes down. But Milan, wow, he made it through that wall. I thought that would have blocked him. He almost finishes off Pain there, but Pain does get away with a sliver of HP, and Milan is safe to roam away.
So a little bit of the advantage went to Cena because they killed Multitasker, who's obviously a little further ahead, so they got a little more gold for that. Valentine nearly dying flat, nearly grenaded along straight into her face. But not a bad trade, 1 for 1. Nice hook by Lond actually to get in there in the first place.
The lead seems to be growing pretty quickly for Team Poop right now. SEA really needs to get their head in this if they want to come back, but it might be too far gone right now. They're about an item up on each character compared to SEA right now.
Yeah, the issue is that the gold distribution's fairly even across Team Poop. You know, each player on that team is ahead of every player on.
Well, the Vex ultimate coming out during that team fight there. Multitasker getting away with a sliver of HP. Bish trying to tank some there, but a little bit of a disengage here. Well, the ultimate from Coil dropping out to get the zone there. Lackluster getting chased after by Lalonde and Pokey. But now Coil kind of caught running in from behind there, and he goes down very fast. Pain trying to get out of there with the wall. Very nice wall, actually. And now Bish taking a lot of damage from Pokey there as Pain goes down. Ooh, Lackluster tries to grenade Lalonde away, but it's not enough. And Pokey goes to cancel his, or cast his Q, but I think he canceled it.
He cast his Q. It's an issue mostly if you cast a Q and then someone gets out of vision range, it doesn't actually cast. So I think because he dropped down those steps as he cast.
His teammate was behind him though, I think. I don't know. That was very
yeah,
odd, but
there's a little like blind spot there where he was behind that wall, sort of the Ancients wall, I think.
Milan got a nice cleanup there for his team. They came ahead in that fight, and now it looks like he's going to try to push over the bot tower.
Hooligan just getting to safety there. The TP from Tinder coming out to Windrush Hail, but it wasn't enough. Hooligan using his further boot to get back under his tower and get away safely, and now Alex is there to support him so they can continue
putting him immediately to full health.
Yeah.
Featherstone already has that Zealot Blade, so that plus Forever Boot's very hard to catch him.
So Multitasker might go for a pick here, see if he can get Tinder. Her shield is down and she's just used it for that wave, so...
He's actually going to go on Hail instead. He has a Pyro Staff, so he might actually have the damage. He has enough to hold off until Hooligan and Alex come over, and now Coil's on the run. Pokey coming in for the cleanup. Black landing the ultimate there to try to help her team out, but now she's caught, and she's going to go down to Pokey and Alex over there. And Hooligan trying to get this cleanup on Bish, and Pokey will land the ulti.
Just the corner of that ultimate cleaning him up.
Corner, that was a circle.
Well, circle's gonna have corners, alright, come on. Pokey's doing a very good job of cleaning that up anyway, with just the tip. Just the tip.
Yeah, Lalonde's still pressuring bottom hard as well. Looks like he must have picked up a kill down there since it was a full team annihilation.
And that actually is the third Baldir. I only thought that was the second one, so I must have missed one throughout that game. So that's the third Baldir, and naturally their strategy of taking that and then going down to get Sidara is going to come out. Lalonde's in position to come and help as well.
Yeah, a lot of pressure from Team Poop right now. SEA is just a little fledgling team, so I can imagine they're a little bit overwhelmed with what's happening right now. And Sonora goes down pretty steadily here for Team Poop. Not too much contestation. Actually, none at all. As Dark Wave has to be dealt with.
It's the same situation as last game, you know, that their rotations weren't as good. I think they got a little bit outdrafted as well, and they just, with that attempt to send two people bot, they didn't have the right strategy to follow up. Their rotations weren't good, and you know, leaving Hail alone was definitely a bad idea.
Yeah, I don't think they laned properly, and they're kind of lacking enough tanks per se as well. Like you see, Team Poop actually has two, and they only have like one. And Vex kind of is building tanky, but it's not the same as having an initiator or someone who can actually like knock everybody up or lock them down.
Damage all day, that's the problem as well, and that he has to be using his shield to protect his carries. So he has
Milan diving deep on top lane into the generator, while the monkey's pushing down mid right now. Team SCA in a really tough spot.
I mean, he's taking a lot of focus away from the monkey right now, which is good, and he's going to keep pressuring that top lane, so... Yeah, Team C have to make a choice here whether to stop him or attempt to stop the monkey.
Yeah, I think this is pretty close to GG here. I mean, it's like a very substantial lead. And Coil just going down very, very instantly there. As will Lackluster now. Monkey's still barely alive here for the push onto the Crux. Multitasker going deep there, gonna die for it, but he does get the triple kill. And here is the push onto the Crux passively, but they do not have it.
By Alex to pick up Tinder as well there. I'm surprised Pokey picked up a Pyro Staff, not what I choose to get on Moxie, but...
He doesn't have it. Alex has the Pyro Staff.
Oh, Alex has the Pyro Staff. Never mind, cool, that's a ranged hero. Little,
yeah, I think it was, I think it was just to close out the game faster. I mean, at this point, you're that far ahead, why not?
Yeah, I mean, they're not doing any damage to him anyway, he doesn't need to continue building tank items. Clearly the Pyro Staff's working for him.
Yeah, SEA is still fighting though. In this scenario, like, if I was on that team, I probably would wait in the fountain.
Yeah, I mean, this is the gold lead's too ridiculous. You're looking at double the amount of gold on every
Almost
hero.
Triple as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the game is
Again,
too far gone to even really hope for a comeback. Yolanda's pretty much a brick wall now right now. So, not really too much that the team can do, as unfortunate as it is. Pretty much just a little bit drawn out now due to their defense, but a game that I would say, as much as I hate to say it, hopeless.
Yeah, like we said, they lost their strategy didn't really pull through for them in the early stages of the game, and at that point, it was really hard for them to catch up. Leaving Hale all on top, I think, was their biggest mistake.
Yeah, plus
and also, as you said, they got outdrafted a little bit.
Outdrafted.
Tanks.
Their lanes weren't really as strong, like for pushing or creating pressure. That's the main thing. Like, they had so much pressure on themselves, they could never create pressure and be in the scenario that Team Poop is in, where they can do what they want. They were kind of playing the game to the speed of Team the entire time.
Yeah, and these players are clearly good as well. I do think that they have another issue is their lack of their lack of competitive experience, and their lack of drafting experience is one of the issues why they weren't able to do as well.
Last generator now being pushed on here. Milan going in deep. Yeah, he is very beefy right now, and he will get the kill onto Coil and Vex with his teammate Multitasker coming in to pick up those last hits. And Milan doing a little bit of BM, probably to teleport back in. But the Crux now towerless, gonna go down pretty easily here. And they're gonna dive the fountain the most BM of ways, as you do celebrate the end of a game. And that will definitely close out our finals, going 2-0 to Team Poop over SCA. A pretty decisive, very decisive victory.
Yeah, I actually was really happy to see that team participate there, and their sportsmanship at the end of that game was something that is always good to see. I hope they decide to participate again. As I said, they're clearly good